Hey everyone, it's Zenith Space Systems here, or just me, because I'm the only person who does stuff here. As you know, if you check the website, which none of you have ever done, we have an observatory. Right now, only two people know about this. That's me and a former employee who I decided to name it after. Okay, it's the Jackson Goodrich Observatory, Variable Star Observatory. Jackson is the guy who nearly bankrupted our company twice. And Goodrich is a guy who did variable observation and then died of pneumonia. So, the sun is kind of a variable star because it's a rotating variable star, or a spotted rotating variable star, depending on who you ask. So, we've developed a wonderful new device to record the amount of sunspots on the sun. Now, our observations are not really good. You know, professional astronomers, for example, today there's around 91 sunspots. Through this wonderful thing, we recorded 4 sunspots out of 91. It's not good. But here, let me show you how this wonderful thing works. First, you need to bring it outside where you can see the sun. And then I will use the safest method ever. And I know everyone always tells you, hey, you can't look at the sun through binoculars. Shut up. I'm gonna look at the sun through binoculars. Alright. Halt! It is I, Andrew Wang. I must clarify what I'm doing here. Yes, I am aware that I could set my eyes on fire and melt them and become permanently blind in one eye for the rest of my life. However, I'm not actually looking at the sun through the lens. I'm looking at the reflection of the sun on a low-quality lens, because it's a bad lens. It scatters light everywhere. It's kind of easy to tell when you're pointing at the sun or when you're not pointing at the sun. Now, of course, you need to be careful with this, because if you're not careful with it, and then you think that, and then you push it a little bit too much, yeah, of course, I know. How else am I going to aim this thing? Using the shadow? No. I don't know how to use the shadow for this. Also, I have no space for that. Yeah, it's a risk I am willing to accept. Now, I did used to have solar eclipse glasses, but I can't find them anymore. So, if I go blind, it's just, I need to go very far away, and I need to be very careful about aiming. And because this is a bad quality lens, I can kind of see there. There we go. There it is. Come on, come closer. Come closer. There's the sun. If you look here, this whole thing is the disk of the sun. And if you look here closely, there are 2 spots, 1 and 2. Those are sunspots. There's another small spot right next to that one to the left of it, but you probably can't see it because this is horrible video quality. Like, do you know how good old iPhone cameras are? Why didn't it pay $3,000 for a new one when it can't even do something that it could do in 2008? Anyways, yeah, those are sunspots. Now, there was another sunspot over here, but it's kind of hard to see it. In fact, I only saw it once. I only know that it's real because you can look up what the sunspots look like right now. Now, why do I need to do this? Why? But I'm bored. Also, I don't have any other use for this stuff, so I mean, like, yeah. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to use more masking tape to tape this down, because I did use masking tape to tape this down. This is not permanent. And there we go. That is the 5-foot solar tower. That's what it's called. Of the wonderful, beautiful Jackson and Goodrich Variable Star Observatory. The sun changes in brightness because of its spots. Therefore, it's a variable star, says I and a couple other people at AAVSO, which I'm, by the way, not a part of because I can't get membership. Because their website doesn't work. And then there's another telescope over there for actual variable star observing. Would you like to help us? Sell us all of your stuff. And then we'll be able to do great things. I promise you it will not be used to buy dumb things like Skibbity Toilet Bird from Costco.